Well, one of the things we got to talk about is the Azur Lane. Apparently, they're being forced to move multiple outfits because of Google's censorship. So let's take a look and see which outfits got removed from good old Azur Lane. Curious on that.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So if you've been following this channel for some time, you've probably noticed a concerning and growing trend where a lot of powerful entities are using their influence to censor what they consider morally problematic artwork, in particular those being produced on Japanese platforms and by anyone making anime-styled artwork. Now, we've seen the usual suspects like Chase and MasterCard threaten to pull their payment services from various platforms and services.
I don't even use those anyways. Chase and MasterCards, I don't even use those. So it doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't bother me.
Because they find certain artwork problematic.
No, that's cool.
And it leaves the target with a get down or lay down situation where either they have to self-censor and lose the respect of the people frequenting their service or product and then keep the payment service, or they say F you to these people, lose their payment service, and pretty much lose their monetization and eventually probably shut down. And we're seeing this happen once again with the Google Play Store, and that's not too surprising to see Google trying to censor anything like this. And the latest target is, of course, Azur Lane. Here's the headline saying Azur Lane is being forced to remove multiple outfits to comply with Google's censorship requirements. Here is the post from the official Azur Lane Twitter account.
What even are the outfits anyways? What do they even look like? I have no idea. I don't think I can show these on YouTube because the outfits are so kind of revealing. So here, let me see real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Visions of Fantasy. Let's see. What's this one? What is this? What is this skin? Oh, that's not even that bad, to be honest. That's honestly just not that bad. It's not even that crazy. Okay, what about the other one? Napoli Dreamy Night? Let me see. Napoli Dreamy Nights. Let me see. Jesus, mother of God, holy shit. Yeah, I cannot show these on YouTube because YouTube will probably come after me. And it kind of moves and everything like that, right? If I remember correctly, right? It's like live 2D. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I can't show this. I can't. This is pretty interesting. I can't show this shit though. I honestly can't show this. It'll be cut out. It'll be cut out from the video. But like, I can't show any of this shit though. I can show it here, but I can't show it on YouTube though. What's the other one? The other one is called Hindenburg. Okay, let me see. Hindenburg. What's it called? Delirious Duel. Let me see. Oh shit, I can't spell delirious. Is it Delirious Duel, is it? Right? Is it this one? Which one was it again? Yeah, oh, yeah, Delirious. I assume it's this one. This is probably the one. Let me see.
だった契約者絶対的な力でねじ伏せるより2点3点するいい勝負になった方がもっと優越に浸れるわよ。この程度で満足浮かれている。
Yeah, it's not that crazy either. What's the other one? Chitose Summer Shine. Let me see. Chitose Summer Line. I think it was Summer Line, right? Summer Line? Or did I misspell it? Oh, Summer Shine. Summer Shine. It's not that crazy, to be honest, chat. Oh, is this the outfit? It's not that crazy either. It's not really that crazy, to be honest. Yeah. Otago Summer March. Let me see. Otago Summer March. Yeah, I can't show these. I can't show any of these on YouTube, so. So YouTube doesn't really like any of these. That's why.
木刀にサングラス。高尾ちゃん、本当にバカンスに来たの？指揮官、暑かったらお姉さんの日傘に入ってちょうだい。指揮官。
Interesting. It's very interesting, to be honest, to be kind of seeing that. Yeah. Okay. I don't think they're that crazy in my personal opinion. Like I said, I can't show, you know, like I said, if you got like a weird cut or something, it's because I can't show any of these on YouTube. I probably should have just what I should have done is done this, but oh well, it is what it is. I'll just edit it out in post.
And there's a lot of things going on here, especially a lot of very confusing things that we'll break down, but let's start here. Dear Commander, HQ regrets to inform you that due to unforeseen circumstances related to the Google Play Store policy, we will be ending the sale of certain outfits. The following outfits will be removed from sale in the outfit shop on all servers after January 4th. So basically it's this has already been completed, but there's going to be a little caveat to that in a second. We're going to talk about it, but first, here's a list of the outfits that are being affected by this change. And to give you an example, here's one of them. Okay, like, my goodness, I can't believe it. A big-tittied anime girl in a bikini in a gacha game? I can't believe this. It's so ridiculous because in Azur Lane itself...
Hey, at least he shows it, at least, because I can't show it on YouTube, so...
There are way looter outfits than this that are not being touched, and there's also way looter outfits in...
You know, Brown Does Too actually exist, you know? I'm just saying. I feel like Brown Does Too also is in the same category, but, you know, hey, it is what it is, right?
Other gacha games that are not being cracked down, like Azur Lane right now. And what's even weirder is that outfit has been out for years. So why is it all of a sudden such a big problem that it needs
That's just
to be
weird, to be honest.
affected by these changes? But the way these outfits are being affected is also very confusing based on this right here. So, Commander who have purchased these outfits before January 4th will not be affected. you will continue to have full ownership of these outfits. Additionally, eventually this event and yada yada yada. So
that makes your account like super like rare and expensive because you have these outfits.
what they're saying is, if you purchased this outfit before this deadline that just passed, you get to keep it totally unaffected. Which the tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist says, maybe this was the greatest marketing ploy of all time to make people feel like these outfits were going away, so they would be compelled to buy it right now. But in reality, you have Google making some very weird decisions here. And again, how do you really deal with the fact that this outfit is so problematic? These series of outfits are so problematic that they can no longer be available for sale, but they can still exist in the game for people who already have them. That doesn't make any sense, right? But also on top of that, people are starting to ask, like, who is responsible?
Well, the problem is like they're on mobile. That's why, they're most of their marketing comes from the mobile fan base.
For all of this,
there needs to be a third platform competitor besides Google and Apple. There needs to be like a Steam version on mobile.
And there's been
for these kinds of games.
Claims, but this one is claiming that this was a Google takedown request, which usually involves a specific report from someone towards the app directly. So like in this case, maybe Timmy was running up his mom's credit card on Azur Lane. She finds out what it's being spent towards her credit card, and she finds out it's being spent on these impure Chinese cartoons, and now she wants to speak to the manager essentially. And then Google reviewed it and started punishing.
Let's see, what is this? Nope, it was a Karen requesting a mod pin on this. Yeah, this is due to Google's takedown request. Usually this only happens if someone reports an app directly. If you already bought the skin, you get to keep it. However, almost all must stop the sale of these skins before a certain date and get booted off Google Play, hence the notice. Staffs are trying to get this warning reversed, so this may not be permanent removal from sales, but in the immediate and near future, expected the list skins to be unavailable for purchase. There are no plans to delist any other skins. The skins in the announcements are the only affected ones. Someone must really hate Atago. And yes, iOS will be affected for now because it's the same client. That's so stupid in my personal opinion.
Azur Lane. And whether or not it is Google going off on their own volition to target Azur Lane or they're responding to complaints about the game, either way, it's a bad situation where censorship is affecting the ability to make art. And that is not a good thing. And whether, I say this all the time, whether it's some Puritan or someone who's woke, they all can agree on one thing, and that is their hatred of anything anime style. Anything that looks like an anime girl, they want it censored, they want it banned, just because they find it personally problematic. Instead of just avoiding something that they don't like, they want it completely removed. And woke people and Puritans, they agree on that. They'll weaponize censorship to target something they don't like artistically. But anyways, here's some of the responses. The most liked reply saying, I am sure this may fall on deaf ears, but as a customer since 2017, I have started to see a concerning amount of censorship from the West. We want Azur Lane to be able to express to gamers as you see fit. I implore you, create your own launcher or something to not be tied down to these censorship policies.
True. Yeah, like the censorship on the West is a little bit too much in my personal opinion. It's kind of very annoying, I have to say.
Now that is a very good point. This is something I've been dumbfounded by for many years. Why don't popular gacha games like Azur Lane have a PC client or have their own launcher? Like it's absolutely, I just don't get it. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just totally out of the know, but there's no way that a cost-benefit analysis of having a PC client does not work in favor of actually having it. There's just no way. They're missing out on a lot of additional customers and exposure because it'll be easier to stream the game. It's just a very weird decision and something that I just don't get. But anyways, on top of that, we're seeing this whole part about trying to avoid these censorship policies, and that is one way to do that, right? It's not foolproof, but it's one way to avoid having to basically live at the whim of the Google Play Store. And this is the dramatic soapbox moment, but I can't imagine if Azur Lane came out with a different approach to this and said, you know what, the Google Play Store is trying to censor us. We're tired of it. We're going to create our own launcher and basically say F you. People would go crazy. It'd be viewed as unbelievably based, and people would go crazy supporting Azur Lane.
That's true.
As they make that decision.
That's true. If they actually would have done that, I probably would have gave Azur Lane a try, but they decided to bend the whim or so to Google. So
it's a very risky one, and I don't think a lot of these companies want to go anywhere else other than the Google Play Store, and that's just unfortunately the way it is. But there's some other discussions about this where people are saying the rating system is a bit of an issue, that the age of this, by the way, the age rating is T for teen. Azur Lane is T for teen, which should surprise you because, yeah, it's your big titty waifu gacha game. Like, it definitely should be 17 plus or M for mature, what have you. And it is T for teen, but that is what makes this even more confusing because as a kind of a logical extension here, if the Google Play Store looked at Azur Lane and said, these outfits are so bad they gotta go entirely, they're saying in effect everything else is fine. And not only is it fine to exist on their platform, it's fine for a T for teen rated game, which is even more confusing. And also it just shows that the rating system is just completely busted. I think everyone knows that, right?
Yeah.
There's games like Azur Lane that are T for teen, and they're doing that because they don't want to be labeled as M for mature, because they're not going to get pushed out the same way as if they are T for teen. And that's another weird effect of censorship by Google, that these companies are trying to lower their rating as much as they can to basically survive on the platform and be treated better than they would if they were labeled as mature. And we've seen other companies have to deal with this whole situation of censorship from Google. We saw Blue Archive have to do the same thing to satisfy Google's censors.
Wait, what the fuck? Blue Archive? Blue Archive? What did they did? Western platforms and the payments processes have been censoring products at increasing frequency. The censored outfits all feature characters wearing leotards, swimsuits, and bunny girl outfits. Responsibility for these changes rests firmly with Google appearing to alter their standards. In particular, the Otago Summer March outfit has been part of the game for years, and Google apparently only took issues with it recently. Fans of other mobile games should be on the lookout for censorship coming their way if Google remains insistent on this course of action. A few years back, Blue Archive satisfied Google's censors by splitting the app between a 17 plus and all ages version. It's unclear how feasible that would be for Azur Lane.
By releasing basically two versions of the game, an all ages version as well as a 17 plus version, which again shows how ridiculous this whole system is, because Blue Archive is way more tame than Azur Lane, and yet that's the one that has to have a 17 plus version. It's all very confusing.
It's because of the lollies. That's the reason why, Rev. That's the reason why, man. That's just the only reason, you know. We're always back to the lolly conversation, chat. It always comes full circle, chat. Always comes full circle.
And it really shows that these rating systems are just completely...
We just come back full circle.
Is these companies, and primarily ones from East Asia,
people in the West are so stupid. I swear.
Of the Google Play Store and having to strategize their ratings and how they approach things, just to basically have their product exist on a platform that is an area where they can sell what they're making. And it's really frustrating. And now, because of situations like this, a lot of other Western outrage over gacha games and other East Asian games, we're seeing a lot of these gacha games starting to self-censor, especially on social media.
Like I said, there should be.
Disturbing trend. We've seen this with other examples, but Brown does.
Yeah, there it is. Fucking Brown does too, bro. Fucking Brown does too goes fucking crazy with their fucking animations.
Two did something like this, where they released this trailer. I can't really play anything. This is as good as it's gonna get. they have their name, their logo here, blocking out all of any bit of skin on this trailer or on this preview here, and the Japanese version uploaded to their Japanese account is completely uncensored. So they are looking at the way people on the Western side of social media have been acting, and they're saying, well, we don't want to piss off those people, so clearly...
Yeah, it's just the West, dude. Fucking West, the West side is so dumb. Why do you think, chat, why do you think I'd rather go live in Japan, right? Because I don't have to deal with the censorship, you know, because I can play the games like fully uncensored, you know, without having to rely on it to, you know, without having to rely on the Western side and shit, because we all know the Western side is just gonna censor everything for no apparent reason, for no goddamn apparent reason, you know, just because a girl is wearing a bikini outfit, you know. I'm just saying. Why do you think I just kind of want to live over there? You know, I don't have to deal with this shit.
Their outrage constantly.
The West is so dumb.
Like that
They're so sensitive.
Like so
I don't like to deal with sensitive people. I don't.
Disappointing thing to see that these companies feel like either A, through the pressure of services like the Google Play Store, have to self-censor to avoid getting in trouble with them, or B, they have to self-censor to avoid outrage or pissing people off on social media on the Western side. It's very, very disappointing. It's like the absolute state of everything going on. And on top of this, like looking back at this whole situation with Azur Lane, you can't even have an honest conversation about these things. And it's pretty disappointing. It's just the way Twitter and social media is right now. If you made a tweet right now saying something along the lines of, the Azur Lane situation is very concerning. I don't really care about the fan service, but I just don't think this game should be censored to satisfy these moral concerns from a bunch of weirdos, whether it's individual level or on a big level like at Google or with these payment processors. And I think we just should avoid playing these games we don't like instead of censoring them. Censorship is bad, actually. If you made a tweet like that, you'd probably get death threats within the first hour. Because people just are so unhinged when it comes to these related topics, especially Azur Lane. We've talked about Azur Lane on both channels before. People going absolutely insane, threatening the developers because they make fan servicey games and outfits. And it's exactly what they're there for. Like, no one's surprised that the gacha game has a lot of fan service, but instead of just doing something else with their time, avoiding the thing they don't like, both woke people and Puritans decide they want everything censored, and it's ridiculous. It's really
Jesus
childish,
Christ.
It's narcissistic. Their world has to revolve around them. Because if they...
To me, it sounds like those audiences that are shitting on it just want to take that control of the game instead. I don't know, to be honest. It's just people on Twitter, to be honest. Fascinating about China's censor on Azur Lane is that it is censored in China, but the devs just released the skins uncensored on the global version to get around it. Yeah.
Can't get their way. They want it removed for everyone else as well. And like I said, this is a very troubling trend here that's only getting worse, and it's something you can't even talk about. You can't even talk about censorship being weaponized like this, being a bad thing, without people just dismissing everything you say because they're like, oh, you're playing the Gooner game over here, and you basically relinquished all of your human rights, and we can treat you any way we want because we're the morally superior ones. It's just an annoying cycle to see, and now Azur Lane is suffering as a result of it. But that's going to do it for this video. As always,
honestly, personally, it's just kind of pretty stupid in my personal opinion to be like, because we saw the outfits. Granted, I can't show it on YouTube, of course. Sorry about that, you know, for my YouTube audiences. You know, I'm not trying to get fucking another community notice or so for over something stupid, you know. But anyways, yeah. Like I said, like, it's not that serious in my personal opinion. It's not that crazy. The skins themselves are not super crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're just kind of like, oh, okay, all right, it's all right, you know. I'm like, but it is what it is, I guess, you know. Like, honestly, at this point, there should be like, I don't know, maybe there should just be another platformer. Maybe Steam should just open up the, you know, of like a gacha platform, you know, or like a platform for their mobile games, you know. I think they would probably rule over that area too as well, because you know how they do things on the PC, you know. They can probably rule over it too. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're that crazy in my personal opinion, but it is what it is. Like I said, you know, man, this shit, you'd expect to see it in China, but somehow the West has decided to degrade themselves. The West has always been doing that, to be honest. The West has always been doing stupid censorship stuff. I find it stupidly hilarious that they are willing to be passed off to censor these types of games, yet schools are allowing children to read porn books. Oh, I don't even know anything about that, so I can't tell you about that. So, yeah, like I said, it's dumb in my personal opinion. I can never, you know, it's like I prefer to play the game like, you know, uncensored. I don't like things when they get censored because it's stupid. It's stupid in my personal opinion, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Like I said, this is one of the reasons why I just rather go live in Japan or something, or somewhere over there where it's like, you know, the censorship is not that egregious and that aggressive or anything, you know. It's crazy, but yeah, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff, and yeah. It's a sad day for Azur Lane fans. They lost, what is it, 5 skins? Yeah, 5 skins in total. 5 skins in total they lost. This is a very sad day, chat. Very sad day indeed. Well, hopefully they'll make a new version of them, of those skins, and hopefully it'll make it a little bit better. Or maybe if they do a PC client, you know, maybe they'll re-release these skins on the PC version instead. But yeah. That's the end of the video. Like I said, sad day. Sad day because people like to censor shit. And yeah, that's the end of the video. And peace.